Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining us on our Balanced Life, Happy Life weekly gathering. We get together each and every week in order to discuss an amazing company, Nikken, and its fantastic business opportunity, its products, its philosophy, and the global wellness community that it is creating. I'm Jeff Isom, the Director of Sales and Training for Nikken North America, and we have two amazing women with us tonight, Mary Bowser and Barb Satterwhite, who are amazing individuals in their own right. Barb Satterwhite has been with Nikken for many years. She is a platinum wellness consultant and has a very successful team across North America. Mary Bowser is a professor, and in addition to teaching university, is also a very successful wellness consultant. And they're with us tonight to share about how you can find more possibility, more opportunity in your life, and most likely create more happiness and balance as you do so. So let's invite Barb Satterwhite and Mary Bowser to help us present this evening.
Thank you, Jeff. Mary and I are excited to share about Nikken and a perspective that we have, as well as some of our experiences. So thanks for inviting us. So we're going to start with this wonderful slide that I love this lady. Doesn't she look happy? You know, it's all about being happy and enjoying things and enjoying life. And I think she's the epitome of happiness. She's number one, doing what she loves doing and obviously having fun, which is important. And the humans being more, that is a philosophy that Nikken has had for their almost 50 years. And in addition to that, creating the 5 pillars of wellness, and we'll talk about those later. And you know what? That's just what sets Nikken apart from every other company. So how do we create that balance in our life and be happy? We all are under stress. We all are. You could read this list and you'll all identify with it. And basically the major areas of stress for our lives are money, health, family, work, time, all of those things. And so we know it is a balancing act. So we like to talk about the balance wheel, and our balance wheel depicts the 5 areas of wellness that we think everybody should address. And that's your mind, your body, your family, your finances, and society. And is your life in balance? When you look at this wheel, pick out 1 or 2 areas that you feel you need to work on and that you would need some balance in. Nobody is in balance all the time. We're all under a lot, but we need to find that balance. So I encourage you to think about your 2 areas of balance that you want to work on as you listen to this presentation.
You know, Barb, the compound effect, daily choices and habits really determine the quality of your life. Now, I'm not a math person, but there's a great equation here on this slide. Small choices plus consistency plus time equals a radical difference. And you can see that incrementally you go along, small choices, but eventually, oh my gosh, look what happens. And it's the small things that you do, the small habits. Remember James Cleary's teaching in the Atomic Habits book that Jeff was reviewing in the Humans Being More weekly series, that he said the small habits, it's what you do every day when no one is looking, and that shows your character. And we can see that small choices, good choices, add up to big rewards. Now, when we take a look at comparisons after we make those choices, we can see some drastic ones. And here's one that really has an impact for us. Japan is where Nikken started. Smaller country, an island. Compare that to what's happening on the North American continent. Huge amount of land, huge amount of space, but also huge problems. And you can look at the list of comparisons and see the difference. You can see how much of a problem we have because our systems are based in sick care, whereas the Japanese culture is based on self-care. We need to do more of that. Now, what are the risk factors that we're facing every day? Well, the stress in our daily lives impacts all of our bodies and our health. Lack of good sleep, poor nutrition, poor air quality, poor water quality, and oh my gosh, this electrosmog, being surrounded by the Wi-Fi signals and all of the different signals that we can't even see. That's all impacting on our health. All have negative effects on our health. So what's the answer? How can we improve? We can choose active wellness and take charge of our own health and self-care. That's the way to succeed.
Well, and I love the fact that Nikken was started in 1975. That'll be 50 years next year we'll be celebrating. So you can imagine that starting in Japan, they know something we don't know about care and prevention and being healthy. So what we want to do is just give you a quick little video that kind of summarizes the Nikken arena. So let's look at that now.
Do you ever have days where everything in your life feels in balance? When your mind is clear and your body feels in tune with nature? When everyone in your family is healthy and happy? When you belong to and support a warm, loving community? When you have a stable income and no debt? Mind, body, family, society, finances. Nikken calls these 5 areas of our lives the 5 pillars of wellness. We help you cultivate balance in all 5 areas of life with the tools that build your wellness home. Because to breathe is to live, we focus on clean air. Because water is life, we focus on pure water. Because healthy food nourishes strong bodies, we focus on nutrient-dense organic ingredients. Because everyone needs restful sleep and energy to feel joyful, we focus on rest, relaxation, and magnetic support. And to keep you as youthful looking as you feel, we focus on naturally sourced marine organic skincare. Our vision is to share the 5 pillars of wellness with everyone. And we want to spread the word throughout the world. Because once you achieve a balanced lifestyle, wouldn't you want to help everyone you know to achieve the same wonderful life of active wellness? That's what we offer everyone who is part of our global wellness community. Join Nikken to build your wellness home and live a life in balance. Discover it, live it, share it.
I love that. And so active wellness really begins in the home. And we love the fact that what we focus on is creating the Nikken wellness home, and that environment. When you connect with nature, which is what we're going to do, we're going to replicate nature in our technologies. And when you connect, you create that well-being in your home. And by forming the habits, little habits that Mary talked about, like using the products, embracing the products that keep you connected to nature, you'll be amazed at what can happen. And what we call is this, we like to call this biomimicry. It's a technological oriented approach focused on putting nature's lessons into practice. Just as nature has, evolved over the millennia, finding ingenious solutions to complex challenges, Nikken draws inspiration from nature. The wisdom to create innovative technologies that bring harmony to our body. And we love that we can start this wellness home and create that for our bodies. So we're going to create the greenhouse effect. And you know how plants thrive in a greenhouse? Well, humans will thrive as well if you create that environment. So that's what we're all about, is creating that environment in our greenhouse. And so what would that mean? That would mean things like smart hydration, restful and deep sleep, functional nutrition, fresh energized air, and time connected to the ground. So you're really protecting and nourishing our body outside in and inside out in your greenhouse. there are 5 elements that are so vital to good health in life, and they are air, water, sleep, nutrition, natural energies. I think everyone would agree. And what Nikken has done in their wisdom has packaged our product line so that you can address all of these areas. So it makes it really easy to figure out what area of balance you need. So what we'd like to do now is introduce one of our colleagues, a wonderful colleague and team member, Carol Cosby, to share a story about how these products have helped her. Carol, take it away.
Well, you guys had asked me to do one, but I can't do one. I have to do two, and it might even turn into three. But it's two because it was so impactful. And those products are the magnetic insoles and the magnetic mattress pad. Some of you may know my story, some may not, but I played scholastic basketball and I played hard, and it took a toll on my knees and my back after a while. And sometime in my 30s, I was bedridden. I had been in distress or discomfort for many years up until that point. And I was gracious to have someone come and get me out of the bed and feed me and let me go to the bathroom and put me back in the bed like a dog, so to speak. But hey, you can't take for granted some things that you have until you don't. And so this young lady one day was at my house, and I was in a discomfort on a scale of 1 to 10. It was 15. I asked her to take me to this person that had helped me previously for a situation that I had. And you guys might, some of you old folks might know that person, Jeannie. And I went there, and she gave me a mattress pad, and a big bulky one at that. And these insoles, and I looked at her like she had 4 sets of eyes, because I didn't know anything about magnets. It was, I just didn't know. So she said, don't worry about it. I was concerned about the price. I was concerned about messing it up. She says, don't worry about it. Now, I had gone to doctors for about 3 years, tried taking all kinds of medicines, and they wanted to do operations on my back, and I wasn't going for that. She said, take this, and in a week's time, I'll get back to you. So in 3 days, 72 hours, I felt 75% better. And within 5 to 10 days later, I felt 95% better. And I feel 95% better today. I had a little meniscus tear that took me back a little bit, but I'm on the mend. And I'm not saying that this is going to happen to you that quickly, but it happened for me, and so that's why I can express my um I love Nikken for that, because it gave me a better quality of life. I play basketball, I ride my bike, I do all kinds of things still. So that's my testimony.
Thank you, Carol. And I'm one of the ones that can attest to the fact that you're awesome now. And I can't imagine having you at this point any other way. So we all are grateful. I know on the team to have you this energized. The other thing that happens as we go through on our Nikken journey is that we can get excited about the products. As you said, you fall in love with the products. And Nikken has some wonderful ways to fall in love with those products and help yourself along to build your wellness home. The whole system called Yes, My Wellness Home, but also just keep adding these packs, the water pack, the energy pack, the sleep pack. It just keeps on going. And we all like to start with the water. We know that hydration is one of the most important things that you can do for your body. It's a great one to share. It's easy to share. And I know that a lot of people have gotten started with the PyMag waterfall. So as good customers, we want every home to be a wellness home, but we start that out with a very enthusiastic enjoyment of the products and fall in love with those products. And then we have a choice to upgrade because most of us end up talking about the products and what they're doing for us. For many of us, it's hard to keep quiet. Well, it's also that our friends keep asking us, wow, what are you doing? You look different, or you sound different, or, oh my gosh, you can do this that you haven't been able to do before. And so we find out, oh, we're talking about it, we're sharing it. It's just one of those natural things that happens. What happens though in Nikken, if you are looking at being a consultant and sharing, we have a better way of doing it rather than you're not just in business by yourself, but you're in business for yourself. The by yourself seems like that maybe in some other places, but here in Nikken, we have a better way. And we call that collaborative entrepreneurship. And with this, we want you to understand that as an employee, you have a job and you have no leverage. You spend your time earning money. And even if you're self-employed, you still own a job and you have no leverage. You're not there. You're not earning money. So the whole point is on the left side of this little diagram, you're trading your time for money. Now, if you look at the right side, becoming a business owner, we have a system and we have leverage because all of your income doesn't depend on yourself. A famous person once said that I'd much rather have 1% of 100 people than 100% of myself. And that's because if you depend all too much on one person, then when that person can't or won't or is somehow incapacitated, then everything falls apart. But if you have 1% of a lot of people, then you're not totally dependent on that one. So as a business owner, you've got systems, you've got leverage, and you also want to move down here into this bottom quadrant because to be an investor, that adds value in your life where you start investing in your future, you have leverage, and your income doesn't depend on active work and your money starts working for you. We want to get to that point, and we get there by creating multiple sources of income. We want that. So in Nikken, we want to move you from one side of this equation over to the other. Now, the neat thing about Nikken is that, like Amazon and Uber, Nikken's system employs the leverage of people and a tech platform and resources. And that scalability means you're able to grow your business as quickly as you can and duplicate all of your efforts.
So what does that mean in terms of our world? How do we share our active wellness to actually prosper? It's a very simple process, profound but simple. Basically, you join Nikken, you enjoy the products, you live the lifestyle, you get your home set up as a wellness home. You share and promote that to others that are interested. And you invite people to join and you check and see what's best for them. Is it products? Is it the business? Or is it both? It's all up to them. But here's the really cool thing. Nikken does all the tough stuff. They, for 50 years, have done the research and development, and we come out with different products. And it's just incredible, the amount of research behind them. They do the inventory, they do the warehousing, they do the shipping, they do all the regulatory programs, keep us straight. And all we do is have to share it. I mean, quite honestly, it's a phenomenal way to be able to work with such wonderful products and people. And then you reap the rewards. And I love this because you can do it from anywhere. And as Mary mentioned, and she indicated there a couple slides ago, we now have our own app. We can do our whole business on our phone app, no matter where we are. And I'm originally from Canada. And when I was introduced 27 years ago, my dad was still living. And I as a full-time nurse, couldn't go home very often. When I started embracing Nikken, I could go home 5 and 6 times a year. The freedom I had with that was unparalleled. And not only was I helping my dad, I was meeting people that could benefit from what I have. So I was enjoying myself, but helping people and growing my business. I also love to go to my cottage. So did I tell you at the beginning, you need to do the things you like? So I'm always wanting to do what I like, and I like to go to my cottage. Well, at my cottage, I know not only have fun, I am able to introduce to many people. So we love that you can do this virtually anywhere. And as a result of doing any of the business with Nikken, you have a wide range of benefits, basically retail profits, bonuses. You know, when you work hard, I don't call it work. Yeah, it is work, and you've got to, you know, put yourself forward and create your little multiple sources of income. But it's fun because you're helping people, but you're also got something that everybody can benefit from. So, then in addition to the retail bonuses, et cetera, the retail profits, the bonuses, there's some lifestyle bonuses, incentive trips, and I've been on many of their trips. And, you know, when you put in that work, you can get rewards.
The wonderful thing, being on Barb's team and being with Carol and others, is the collaborative entrepreneurship. It's the Nikken way. It's a pathway for your personal growth. It very easily integrates into your life. No reason to quit your job. I've worked it part-time as a professor now for 23 years. So it's easy to slip, you know, just find those places in your life, carve it out. It's got a low cost of entry, turnkey entrepreneurship system. It is a system. Leadership development plan helps you along the way. You grow as your business grows, a great professional development. It's the perfect gig. It's not just trading time for money. It's a gig that's built on a purpose, the humans being more purpose. And as you move forward from your core business team, which is down here on the left, that's your core business group and team. Nikken's rhythm of the business and collaborative partners support you as you move up the ladder. You're in business for yourself, but never by yourself. By using that duplication from the core business and leverage and scale, you can start with that core business, and you see the little circle, and create generational growth and income and have a global impact as it grows far beyond the starting point. Now, what I'd like to do is introduce you to a leader who has been, who has that global impact. Let me put it that way. And I think a lot of you know him. It definitely will wake you up on Saturday mornings. Vance Rogers grew up in a Nikken wellness home for 30 years. Vance, tell us how you serve others in your Nikken business.
You indicate that or you're implying that I grew up as a Nikken brat. Yeah, right. At 55, having done this and enjoyed Nikken now for over 30 years, I remember back when I was first introduced to it. And Mary, you used the word duplication so many times, and that's what both my parents really, really stressed in anything. That what I saw at the beginning was two things. One, Carol hit on this. Major lower back agony. Okay, there's no other way to describe it. When I was young and dumb, I jumped off a 75-foot high waterfall and did some numbers to my lower back. And as a result, the Nikken Wellness Home, what we had back then, in about 3.5 weeks, opened up my eyes to the potential of what I could enjoy. But prior to that, I remember faxing in that application, and my business strategy was, okay, God, if you will allow me to introduce this to a few other people, I'd really like to earn an extra $500-600 a month. That was my business plan. And what happened was something that my mom really, really stressed at the beginning, and that was, again, that word duplication. She said, when you can duplicate yourselves in other people, then you're not only you earn benefits on your own efforts, but you'll earn off of them. We don't earn off the backs of others, but every time an income is derived, whether that's in Friday with our customers or on the 15th of every month, that money, that monetary amount represents people's lives being changed. And I love also the fact, Mary, that you quoted J. Paul Getty, because that duplication again. He also said this, that success comes down to two things: get up early, find oil. That's it. Well, I'm not looking for oil, I'm looking for people. And that's what we started with back in the beginning. And I still every single day find people via text, email, in person. And when we duplicate what we've enjoyed with Nikken, our business is called Wellness Beyond Belief. And it's been 3 decades of living beyond belief for our family, for my parents, for my brothers, for my nephews and nieces. We continue to impact people every single day because all we do is duplicate. And the one thing I want to leave on is that when we trade time for dollars, we do the same thing in Nikken. When I pick up the phone, when I follow up, when I hand somebody a little sample of what I call pink pixie dust, which is just like, whoa, whole brave new world there. I get to follow up with them, and I know I'm going to start that duplication process because they can open up me to a whole new world, and we have no idea where that's going to lead.
Thank you, Vance. You and your family are the epitome of a Nikken business, and we love it. And I like what you alluded to. I always say, for every dime I've made in Nikken, that just means somebody's been helped, which is pretty neat. So what we want to do is just give you an idea. Being part of the history is really fun. The fact that we'll be celebrating 50 years and I've got 27 to celebrate. But their vision for 2025 is to have 10 million people practicing active wellness. Well, what does that mean? That just means that 10 million people have been introduced to Nikken and in some form or fashion have been helped and are more active because of it. And that's our really vision. So through the groundbreaking natural energy products and empowering business opportunity, we guide wellness enthusiasts and empowering business opportunity. We guide wellness enthusiasts to break free from the conventional life, and we rediscover nature's revitalizing power, unlocking their potential for a thriving, purpose-filled life. And you can do this by being a customer, as a wellness enthusiast, a customer, and we love making happy customers. And there's nothing greater in terms of the feeling when you can help somebody. But you can also upgrade, as Mary mentioned, to a consultant and be a promoter and create your own customer base. Or you can partner with us and help us with the wellness business and create our bigger community. And did I mention that our community is phenomenal? The people, we love the products, we love the business, but the people in Nikken are just icing on the cake. Like-minded people are here to improve their wellness and then help others do the same thing. There's a book called The Happiness Advantage that Jeff actually did years ago for us, and Sean Akers is the author. And one of the things he says in there is, most people say, oh, when I'll be successful I'll be happy when I'm successful. Well, he says it's the other way around. You're going to be successful when you're happy. Okay? You're going to be successful because you're happy. So I encourage you to be happy. Enjoy what you're doing, if it's Nikken or if it's anything, because then you'll be successful. So remember that happiness advantage. So we'd love to have you join us, and we encourage you to take a look at your areas of balance and how Nikken might be able to help you. Thank you for joining us.
Barb and Mary, thank you so much for sharing with us this evening about these amazing products, this fantastic business opportunity this great community that we have and the amazing philosophy that Nikken helps people to connect with. We also want to thank Carol and Vance for providing their testimonies along with Mary and Barb. As I mentioned, we do meet together each and every week. So please invite your friends, let them know about this opportunity to learn more about Nikken and creating a more balanced life with more happiness, more possibility, more abundance. Thanks everybody for joining us tonight. We'll see everyone soon.